So yeah, like I said, the structural liquidity over here, that's a dual. And then this guy here, so this is one, then this is the inducement, this option. So that's only the change we have on gold right now. And I think some people took a sell on gold because I saw it in evolution. I saw their one trade, and because I used to review the one trade, because I'm trying to clear a particular perception that people showing results are not trading what we are teaching. And I have made it clear to everybody. If you like, buy Lamborghini. If you know that it's not coming from what you learned, don't deceive, because you're not even deceiving me. I may post it and tell you congratulations, or I may reply you and say congratulations, but you are deceiving yourself if what you are doing is outside what we are doing. You are not on the same. Don't even post it. All right, don't post it. So I've been going through the one trade achievement. There are some trade result I see, and I ask question. I will say, what strategy? And then they will say, okay, so I will get strategy. I'll say, fine. What entry model? How did you get the trade? Like that person that did $40 something to $400 or something, that's like 10x. So I asked. So she had, I don't know that is a guy or a girl, but let me just say she. The person had to explain that. I think said he used QM arrow, and then later on used RBS, BSBR or something like that. So make sure what you are doing is in line with what we are doing. Don't deceive anybody. You don't have anybody, don't deceive yourself. So now let's talk about this good. I think some people took a QM arrow, that's Quasimodo reversal, the normal QM arrow sell. I think the first guy was it, because you are following the most recent, we should be using this guy here, this one, which we, and then the invalidation. Now we wouldn't say that price is coming to reclaim this anymore. What we would say right now is price will come down to the inducement or disruption and either continue the move from there or takes it out, or price will break this high. That's only what. But as it stands now, we are not reclaiming. The time of reclamation has passed. The moment price has broken a new structure above, is not reclaiming anything. So the time of reclamation has passed. Would have said reclamation when, if price has come back here, tap on this and then sold, you can say okay, we are reclaiming. But right now, this is a new structure outside this guy. Okay, so we're either taking out this high, which will shift us to a new structure, right? Because we have to follow the order flow. So yeah, I was talking about a sell that people took on Friday, Thursday, breaking Friday. So the sell, I was not really active, but I think right now I understand where the generator of that sell was coming from. Now we have these two guys here as normal on fresh resistance that became a support, and then we have the invalidation at this leg over here. But the real issue here is that their SL is too big. If you are entering directly from here, let's be honest, let's check something. Okay, it actually triggered at, this was the validation, and then came up here, trigger at this level. So you can see the SL. This is outrageous. What do you have to take from there? Nothing. But I think I figured out that a entry came on Thursday, which is this. Pardon me, I've been having sore throat, so my voice might just be somehow. I think sore throat and catarrh. So I think the re-entry came out here. So this is the one that almost everybody took. Now some people ask me, and because I'm not really aware, I don't really like picture this whole thing, I said I wouldn't advise on this sale. But on looking at it right now, I have seen where it's coming from. Okay, but still it's not like a very good one, if I would say. But I think this is the generator of everything. After this guy got taken out here, price came back to mitigate it, and then this is normal continuation. Okay, but I would have loved the trade if it had a minimal SL, number one. Number two, the entry was coming from this angle. That is, we had our normal resistance that became support around this level here, or price at least tapped at the 50% and all of that before a continuation, because this particular QML here is basically what everybody did, was using this as a continuation of an ongoing price action from here. So which means that this here is their protected high overall, which makes this POI a bit dangerous because you can't cover here. So let's just be careful. So right now on gold, there's nothing new. Our previous structures, we are still maintaining it. The only, like the externally, yeah, the only thing we are adjusting is our inducement, our disruption, and then these few things that happened here. Then I told you guys, if we break this, we know what we're expecting. The other flow shifts above. Then I don't know, for BTC we will check, and maybe that card JPY, let me card CHF. Let me check the group. You say you can't hear me. Why? Can't hear me. Anybody that cannot hear me, I don't know. I think it's your network. Please, if you can hear me, indicate that you can hear me. What's going on? No audio. Why? Please indicate that you can hear me so that I'll be sure that it's not from my end. Okay. If you can hear me, indicate you can hear me. If you cannot hear me, say the same. We can't hear. Let me exit and rejoin then. I don't know. I don't know why you guys say can't hear me. I've exited and rejoined. Can you hear me now? Some people say they can hear me, some say they cannot hear me. But can you hear me now? Is it clear? We can't hear. Seriously. Can you hear me? Is it clear? Yes, I can. It's clear now. Okay, so everything I was saying before, nobody was hearing me. Wow, that's serious. So am I talking to myself? Oh my god, it's fine. So what I was saying was about this SAU. That's what I was just saying. I said everything, right, remains the same except the internal structure, because we have a new shift, right? We are currently moving our new inducement disruption, and then I explained this how we got this here. I said this was generated from this here, the last resistance and turn support that failed. So it's where it came from, but I wouldn't be taking something like this because the SL is really far. So that's what I was saying, nothing really. And then I said if we break here, the other flow shifts. Otherwise, if we come here, we all know what to do. We can reclaim by using inverse or QML, then the wall you want, and then continue to buy. But right now we are not reclaiming these previous guys anymore. They are out already. We are focusing on the new price action. So that's what I was saying. Sorry that you guys couldn't hear me. That's why I just said let me just check my phone in case people were trying to reach out. Okay, let's check BTC. These are last high we have here. This one. Let's check BTC. What's been going on with this guy? I don't know. Should we check? I'll take more questions today because I not take any trade, so I don't have much things to explain. So I'll just cover it up with questions, and then that good there is no setup there. I'm looking for a perfect day where, aside the normal trade ideas I drop, I'm looking for a perfect day where we just come on a Sunday like this and we see a good setup and we all take it together and wait for the outcome. Until then, we cannot actually force a trade. We just have to be patient. Okay. So on this BTC, we are still using the same structure because nothing has been done. This guy is very stubborn. This BTC, like, this is since February that this low was created. February 6th. That's a really long time. When price created this guy here, so the BOS, then the second guy is this one. I don't think price has gotten to that second guy yet. Well, it has tapped on, it's just the inducement, and it rejected back till date. It's been ranging inside. I've told you guys before that when price creates inducement and disruption and it doesn't come back to take either the high or the low again, that's a normal ranging market. You can see this is what we classify as ranging. You all know, we have explained this before. You can see that the movement has no direction. This is what we explained before now when I talked about consolidating market and all of that. You can see the way it's moving. No straight direction. It has not broken any structure. For those that were saying that this is BTC, this and that, no. Except you are not using this time frame. Otherwise, you know very well that this is the last low, and until this low is broken, there is no valid structure here. If you want to start marking structure here now, you see that you'll be going high, you come back, you go again, you come back, you go again, you come back. it's not going to give you anything like a market structure. This is not how price move. See how it was moving before. This is how price action moves. See that he wanted to consolidate a bit here too before he eventually broke out. I think that was when he broke down to 83, 84, 83, 82, 81, and then it came down. So if this one breaks now, who knows where we are going to? Are we going down to 50 something, or are we taking out the disruption and are we going to 80k? So this will determine. So majorly I don't see any entry here too. This would have been a good one for us to take, but like you all know, this is a missed entry. That's the invalidation of this, and then this would have been the entry, but price has gone. Price has gone. As you can see, it's over. Like you can see, I went next to a word. So even if it comes back now, I told you, those that are asking to emulate the things I do, this is part of it. Once price have gotten to my target 1 to 3 and it does not come back, I don't take that setup anymore. I don't enter that anymore. So we're going to take questions. Let's check that last pair. That one, something's already playing out there safe. When that one I used it for example, that card is it card I mean what AUD something CHF. I used that one for explanation. This setup, I did not take it because I'm not familiar with the pair. I don't do that. Because I'm explaining something to somebody does not mean that because I just say setup. See, you have to be careful with your winning streaks than even your losses. Like, how do I mean? For this card, ADCHF right now is a new pair to me, so I cannot just see a setup and execute it. The most important thing that you need to know is that I think somebody asked me that in the group, how do you enter with normal resistance and support? I said that one has to do with crazy back testing, because that particular entry model must need price coming from somewhere. Like, that one is non-negotiable, because the way the SL used to be is something that I still have to have a very good understanding about. If you check, you won't see me executing like that, and that one has to come directly from the higher time frame. People that trade that, I think they call it SLK or something, SLK, something like that. So they have to have price coming from the higher time frame. For example, they're going to like do it like a chain in price. That's why you have to really back test it. For example, they can see something like this now on these 4 hours and then go down to the lower time frame, like maybe 1 hour first, and then you can see, okay, see that thing now that we saw here now. This now can be their entry, this now can be their invalidation. So they are generating their point of interest from the higher time frame itself. I don't know if they can enter 50%. I don't know much about it, but like, they are generating this thing from the higher time frame, and involves a lot of backtesting. You see where this is coming from here. You can see. So it can just be like a chain. So what I don't have knowledge about, ignorance is going to eat me up. I don't dare to try to gamble it. It's gambling. Whatever you don't have knowledge about that you try to execute on is gambling. That's not trading. So like this guy now, I have to like take my time tomorrow to check what's going on here. So basically, the few one I already did, I think the entry I got was here, which was this guy that got invalidated this guy here that got invalidated here, and then so it's invalidation, and then the QML was here, and that was what I used to do example in a class. And then so far so good. I also observed when I went backwards, I also observed that if I should look very well, I could get 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, more than 5, and just 2 losses. So I said, okay, I'm going to look into it like really well. I will check to know how it's going there. Like this one now. This one is not up to 1 to 3. But if you use 50%, though it won't trigger, but like this one. I also saw another one. I don't know if that one is buy. Okay, buy. Then 50%, think somewhere out here. Then another one for sell from here down to this point. So we'll just have to look at it some other time when I've taken my time to make sure that it's aligned with my own personal rules. So that being said, let's take questions so that we can use it to in the next 30 minutes. Let's take questions. This is 10:07. Let's take questions and till 10:30. Any question at all, technical, psychological, just type it in a group and I'll read it to the hearing of everyone. For those that say they have questions but they don't know where to type it, I don't really understand what that means, but you are already typing and I'm seeing it. That's somewhere you can type it. So I'll check all the group. So I'll start from 1.0. Let's see. Also, when I drop links for posts I make on Twitter, you guys have to take a look at it, because most of those things, they are really, really important, especially those ones that are educational. They are really important. Even the one I made today, those things are from my own personal experience. I don't like go to AI or something to go and write. No. When I write something, look at where price is now. This sell is crazy. What's this? Look at this gap in price from here down to this point. No candle. Like this pair likes to do this thing, because I think where is that one? Yeah, was it here? This candle looks like this thing too. This candle looks like what had a spike and then went back up. This candle is not normal. Yeah, too. He likes to do it. Yeah. Please ask your questions in the group. How do you tackle lack of confidence in trading when you were an intermediate trader? Okay, lack of confidence is actually a normal psychological problem, but it doesn't mean that it could stop you from trading. Low confidence is normal even in life, right? Now the best way to tackle this thing is by going slow on it. Okay, for example, if your problem is that you are afraid of risking so much, because of risking so that if you lose, so that you don't have the mind to take that loss, then go low on your risk. If you know that if you risk $10, it's going to affect you mentally if you lose it, then risk $2 or $1. All right, but make sure you don't trade demo. Risk something. Now confidence is built from consistent win, which means that if you risk $1 and you see that today you made $3, you risk $1 again, tomorrow you made $3, you have had $6 plus your initial $1. Yeah, you do that for at least a week and you lost only $2 out of all the money, and you have made almost $10. You have confidence. Win is a confidence booster. No advice can supersede experience from win. When you win, your mind will be made up. Now the next time you will go with $2, and that win over time will give you confidence. Even if I advise you from today till tomorrow, if you don't experience it by yourself, it won't work for you. All right. Now what do I mean? Risk slow and build your confidence brick by brick. Subconsciously you will be the one to increase your risk over time. I asked to remind you of single candle order block entry. I personally want to know how it's being used in a lower time frame. Does it have to be at the key levels? We'll get to that. Calm down. We are still here now. It's evolution I'm waiting for. By the grace of God, by next, I don't know, maybe next week we should do it. There's just something I'm waiting for from them. The next question: when you say price should be coming from somewhere, do you mean when price takes out an SLQ in a bullish scenario where there's continuous BOS, then price takes out a BOS, then price takes out a BOS, that is an SLQ and a sell key level? I don't understand what this person is writing. He just edited it. What is OCL key level and round it all up? There are 4 types of key level or management, and so far I've taught only 3: SBR, BSK, remaining OCL open close. I guess I'll teach what I know. If I do not teach it, no, I am not using it, or I don't trade it. So I'm sorry about that. Can't teach what I don't have knowledge about. I already said that one before. Let me not go and say something that I don't know. Everything I'm teaching is what I'm trading and I'm using. I have backtested it over time. Alright, so let me check these people here. Yeah, the BTC was just normal. It was just normal. Even that card JPY, those things. See, let me tell you, sometimes you should. Let me go to that BTC. That's why I would love people to always pay attention when we are all trading together. If there's anything I want you guys to observe, even if I don't tell the group, if there's anything I want you people to observe, is reversal model that occur when you are on a trade. Now, if you check very well, the clean entries we have gotten so far on BTC, price will just tap on it and move, and it will keep respecting the normal resistance, become support become resistance. Now when price gives a reversal model, I may not be online to tell everybody, okay, fine, BTC has given this, like how I do sometimes, but you observe it by yourself. There's something I observed when I was studying, because I wrote it down to find out why that BTC came back to 50% and it took out that 50%. Now what I observed was this: price already gave, look at where it triggered first here, and it was playing out, it was good, not until that it did over 1-to-1 at the initial entry. Now if you check the other BTCs that were been taken, even from this one, you observe that when the price action began, price started respecting, like aside this normal consolidation at this entry here, when the price action began, right, price started respecting it to like rather ignore it than for it to even like disrespect it. Do you understand? Now I observed that when price failed this guy, because this is a normal support that became a resistance, it failed it at this level. It hit my first break even, because I knew that okay, this is the last that price has created here, which is this, and even if I say no, I don't want to take the flips, I want to take this one, is this one here. The validation is still at the entry, so it's just the same. I just set my break even. It hit the break even, so I actually wanted to, I thought about, okay, fine, let's take at 50%. Now I triggered the 50% and it did like it wanted to move and then it validated it. I broke my rule. This reversal sign. As this thing hit break even, everybody just supposed to be out of that trade because this was a very obvious. But I just take it like it's just a natural loss aside this, but it could be avoided with the reversal sign that showed up. That's on this BTC. So for that person that asked, yes, it's a natural loss, but it could be avoided. We neglected the reversal. I think I said it now. The post I made, I told you guys, we pay attention to these reversal signs. Okay, that's from these people. We are in class. This one is going to tell somebody congratulations. Please leave that and focus while we're here. Let's see. Where do you post your trade? I don't see them. I post my trade in the general section. Sometimes if the general section is too flooded, I just post it in the one trade because I know that place, except that people are coming to drop their trade, they don't talk unnecessarily there. So that's the fastest place people can see it. So I'll drop it there. Yep. So you can check the. So it says, so you normally say that it depends on where price is coming from. It depends on where price is coming from. Please so explain where price must be coming from before we can take entries. I don't think this person attended last week class because I talked about where price will be coming from in last week class. I talked about reclaiming inducement disruption. I talked about using normal QMLs and then using RBS, SBS as your continuation. Did you attend the last section that we had? Please, if you don't attend the section, just watch the video so that you can be on the same page with us. In that good analysis, I thought that the internal survey that one the trading. So why do you say that whole leg is the inducement? Let's find out. Okay. Now, if you look something closely on this gold, right, this is where the break of structure occurred here. Now, as this break of structure occurred here, like this, let me shift this thing up. This is the last low that was created. So this thing has made it just one structural liquidity inside this. I've told you guys that it would have been different if this internals like this, because this thing that looks like internals in your eyes, I know. But if this thing was two, like we have one here now, we have another one here before this thing broke structure, then we'll just take out the inducement and the disruption and call this leg a failed external. It goes away, and then we maintain anywhere the original external was before. But no, it created only one. So this is a valid internal, fine, because it has a structural liquidity, but this is the inducement. This cannot be the inducement. What will this leg be? Disruption. That's not possible. It's not possible. So do you understand me? Steezy, I think that's your name. Does price have to take out both inducement and disruption before continuation of a trend can be confirmed, or inducement alone is enough? Because I've seen some pairs take out just inducement and keep moving. Is there a possibility it still goes back to take out disruption? Okay, fine. Now this question is a bit practical. Let's put it this way. Now if we have something like this, right, and then price comes back to reclaim this guy, this is the inducement, reclaims it by failing the last support that becomes resistance and then buys and then goes back up. The moment this break of structure happen, one thing is setting here. This guy now has become the new inducement, and this guy here is the disruption. If it wants to continue back up, as per we have changed the like to continue the internal, it just have to create a new one above, and when it does, you know the drill, it goes up and the guy goes here. Simple. That's it. So that's for you. When are we going to treat key level plus confirmation entry? That's single candle order block. We're going to do that hopefully next week or not. I thought for a key level to be valid, it has to break above the high with at least the body or week. This one didn't even break the high. Why call it a QM? According to recorded video, the high have to break with. I never said that. No. Nope. Don't confuse yourself. I have always said that a key level can be valid in different ways. I told you guys that we can have something like this, and then we have the weeks. The most important thing is the two equal highs, because this one I was doing now is a resistance that became a support. Where is the important place here? Is this one. Price to break this one. If like let the week belong to Jericho, doesn't matter, right? The most important thing is this thing that was broken here is what has invalidated it. Even if it doesn't take out this one, it can happen like this. It can still happen like this. It has invalidated it. For QML, that's what this person is talking about. Let me check this person. So far, my buyers have improved. However, I often get missed entry, which is quite frustrating because the trades that do get to my entry and triggers either takes me out, takes forever, and stop me out before heading to the action, or give me one or two and then stop out on B. Is it normal? Because this shakes my confidence a little bit. Fine. It's good that you acknowledge that, of course, you are having an improvement. I also acknowledge your lapses. Now, what I said about the three when price moves 1 to 3 and then it wants to come back is a personal it's from my personal back testing section, right? It's my own, for my personal study. Okay, I'm not saying compulsorily it has to be like that for you or something. I'm just trying to tell you that over time this has worked for me, because I observed that whenever a trade misses my entry, how I know is just for it to get to my target before coming back. It may later come back and play out, but in 100%, 60 or 70 that comes back is to SL. So it can be avoided. How? By letting the trade go and price creating new price action. So missed entry shouldn't frustrate you. The thing you can do is just look for one more pairs to join with what you're already trading, backtest it very well and join it. Okay, please, I'm still struggling with structure. What do you always mean by saying trade in line with the trend? Sometimes higher time frame will be bearish and lower time frame will be bullish. Which do we consider? I think this person has not been following up, because you wouldn't say that what do I mean by like the whole of the class. That's not impressive to hear, but nevertheless, what I mean is this. Of course, the higher time frame can be bearish and the lower time frame is bullish. You are trading the lower time frame and not the higher time frame, but you are using the higher time frame to get your bias. Alright, you're using it to know the direction externally. So I will refer you back to the structure video, but I will still tell you what I can tonight. Alright, you are trading the lower time frame, so you're using the lower time frame structure and order flow. Please, when you're sending the video, can you improve the quality of the video? The quality is not the problem. If I send the video now, they'll complain that it's using like so much megabytes because of the quality is too much. It might start downloading. If I send it, might be in 4K, might be taking up to 1 gigabyte. That's outrageous, because I'm not, this is not Zoom or Google Meet. this is a normal MacBook recorder I'm using to avoid any lag from Telegram, and also to entertain the capacity. You mean that in a failed external that has two valid internal structure, we consider the two valid as inducement and disruption? Yes. Yes. Just to be clear, the universal signs you're talking about is QML or inverse key level. Both are reversals. Both of them are reversals. Let me move over from say we attack done. Do you advise I stay clear from trading and understand it better? I should make use of demo account for now. No. Before you go to demo, go back to review all the losses you have had. Write them down, all the trades. Like this BTC now, you can see that I went back on my own to try to figure out what happened, and I realized that there was a reversal sign that hit my break even, and I later ignored. So you don't just, because if you have losses and you neglect it, and you every time you feel like all your losses are from the market, or it's natural, or it's a strategy, or it's your capital problem, when they give you capital you still make the same mistake and you still lose. So it's better you know what exactly is making you have those losses, and then try to avoid it. You look at scenario, you notice that SQBNS price was creating series of sales. So I saying we don't just take a key that this and execute that demand is not always price goes down to the this person. You are always editing what you are saying. When I read it, I will come back to see that you have edited it. Do you mean you want to take continuation from sweep of structural liquidity? Is it what your question is all about? Because I'm trying to use a diagram, because I don't understand what you wrote. You are editing it on and on. I don't think the card JPY markup has changed. I'm not seeing like any. The only thing that price are taking out here is the inducement. It has not changed, and this structure here, don't please don't call this thing the inducement or whatever. No, the disruption is yet to get taken out, so this is not a new structure until inducement is out. So we are still maintaining the card JPY structure from the last class we had. Endeavor to always watch the video or join the class so that you'll be on the same page with us. Let's check from these people here. Most times I have a good setup, but I fail to take them. Please, how can I fix it? I already advised the other person. The advice is for two of you. Risk low. Over time, wins give consistent wins give builds confidence over time. Emphasis on over time. You don't imagine it to happen like magic. Let's say from your analysis, do you say gold is bullish or bearish? What did I say on gold? Internally is bullish, as you can see. Internally it is, of course. Internally, actually, yeah, I don't know. For externally, let me check. When we claim a liquidity point, inducement, disruption, or flip zone, how do we know that price has invalidated a key level to be valid? Wow, that's very simple. I think sometimes English is to just confuse us. All these things is just what we already know, that I've already taught you. let the English not confuse you. When you are saying invalidate, it's just saying that the key level fails. Remove that big grammar there, invalidate. Maybe that one, just take it like the key level failed to hold. That's invalidation. When you're marking out your key level, you know that, for example, now this one, now you can say, okay, this is it. So saying that it got invalidated, you know that a normal resistance could bet a resistance that turns support, and a normal resistance, yes, that failed bet a resistance that turns support. A resistance that turns support that failed bet a QML cross-modal reversal, yes. So this has to fail. He has to just take out this guy. Simple. Come back. Sell. When you invalidate, it's not a big language. It's just trying to tell you that the two key levels, why took them out. The key level that you marked, what is this one say? Where will the invalidation be? Say ADCHF. Where will the invalidation be? Is it invalidation like where this was the invalidation? What invalidated this normal? If you are using flip zone, is this. If you are not using flip zone, you are using normal key level, is this. I told you guys, stick to one. If you are using this one, then this was where the invalidation occurred, here, and then your own entry now is here, and your own stop loss is here. You just respect this guy small and give it here, because people are using this as their entry, so you just respect them. So you can see price as it targets and more. I like this pair. I don't know, I saw something good on it, and this particular trade set was a live class I was on, so all of us just executed it together. It was a question somebody asked, and then I just used it. I just saw it one time. So this was from Thursday or so. You should ask question in the general side. Don't ask other place so that I can see it. I keep moving in circle on my profile. Makes this mental out of 8. I passed phase 1. Before you know, I go back to break even for 2 months now. What can I do? This one is, would I say, psychological, because what's happening to you is the urge to pass it. So right now you just have to calm down, breathe, calm down, and trade it the same way you traded it down. The urge, you know that this thing, I wouldn't say you have spirit, but let me just say like a layman, this thing have spirit. When you pass phase 1, you are excited, you have this, like, your confidence is up. Now you want to use that same vein to go into phase 2 fast, so you can like get into further stage. Now you have to apply the same everything that you used in phase 1 to go into that phase 2. Don't take it like you just need this one 6% or this one before you get to funded. No, use the same spirit in you the first time to go into the second one. The same thing also in your funded. If not, the urge of you need to pass, you did phase 1 like this particular time frame, will make you to just lose it. So can you teach us candlestick confirmation so that we know when our setup is no longer valid, like what happened on BTC? What happened on BTC is not confirmation candle. Now it was normal reversal. A counter QML showed in the other direction. When you're trading, I'm quite sure reversal. That's a reversal sign. A confirmation candlestick is not what I used. I don't know if people use confirmation candlesticks to spot reversals. I don't use that. I think we have to stop here for today because the rest questions I'm going to answer them personally. All right, we're going to stop here for today, and the next class will be next week Sunday, like the coming Sunday. I'll tell the moderator or my manager to send the data because that'll be the next class. The rest question, just tag me to them personally. I will just type and reply. Thank you. So thank you for attending today's class, and I hope to see you in good numbers next week. God bless you all.